My name's Daines and I travel the world looking for the best wines I can find. I'm here in beautiful Sardinia to unlock the secret as to why Sardinian wines are like no other wines in the world. Continuing my journey through the heart of Sardinia to discover the wines of this ancient land, I've come from a huge 22-hectare business to a very small family-run concern, which is just 4 hectares. They have 6 different grape varieties on this farm, which is Malvasia, an indigenous Sardinian variety, Cabernet, Merlot, Syrah, Cananao and Bovale. So I'm really excited to experience just what this vineyard has to offer. I'm now in the vineyard of Pietro Lilliu, and this is a 4-hectare small family business. And as I stand here in front of the Malvasia grape, which I find very difficult to pronounce, you can see how they're all so different. This Malvasia is a very long grape. Even at an early stage you can see that, and it has a very transparent leaf, a very thin leaf, compared to the Bovale, which is quite rough and thick, very shapely, and again in contrast to the Cananao leaf, which has a much less of a shape than the other 2. So they're all very distinct. And if I come over here, I can see the Bovale grape is a very compact grape. Look at this. Even at this early stage, you can see the difference and distinguish between the varieties, which is amazing. But it's actually the soil that makes the characteristic of this wine. It's the smell of life. That's what it is. It's the smell of the land and the vegetation that grows in this area. It's really amazing. Yes, the vegetation, everything about this land is in the soil that these vines grow in. This is limestone and clay, and I think the limestone really gives it that fragrance, and the clay gives the wine the structure, and I cannot wait to try them. This is a very unique vineyard, so tell me about your wines here.
Allora, I started in 2000 and with 3 grapes, Canonau, Bovane and Malvasia. And now I make 20,000 bottles in every year.
Wow, so you've grown quite a lot. So
let's try Malvasia.
Perfect. Okay, this is 100% Malvasia, which is an indigenous grape to Sardinia. And I can't wait to try this. And again, the bottle label has a significance. It's the almond flour, which is characteristic of the wine. So let's try. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh yes, that's great. Very is it got an almond flavor?
Un po' ti arriva il gusto della mandorla.
Okay. Next up is the Dichoso, which actually means lucky, and this is 100% Cananao grapes, and it was a gold medal winner at the Grenache du Monde 2017. And this is full of those cherry flavors that I was talking about. Very smooth, delicious. The next wine I'm going to try is Preșu. Every single label at this farm means something, and this one is joy and happiness. And this is the very last bottle of the old stock, but I get to try the very first one from the barrique oak barrels of the new one. So that's quite exciting and momentous. The very first glass of the Preșu 2015 vintage, which has been in these oak barrels for a year now. So I'm really, really lucky and privileged. Thank you very much. Lots of red berry flavors, absolutely delicious. So from the very first wine, we can see that this farm is completely different from what we've experienced before. In this first wine, the Pantumas, we have a white wine that's created from the Cananao red wine grape. It just uses the white pulp of the grape, and there's only an hour separation between the pulp and the skin. That's why there's this casual rosé color, but it's actually a white wine. Oh gosh, look, I've had too much already. Wow, it tastes like a white wine. There's no rosé component to it, and it's very clean and crisp. It has a perfume of flowers, and it has a very big white fruit taste, but it still has that lingering cherry taste, which is so characteristic of Cantina. This pain de masse is perfect with oysters. They pair it with oysters, so I want to give that a try, I think.